Hello survivors, hello, welcome to the stream guys. I had a little bit of an issue with the thumbnail, but I think it's fixed. YouTube can be a bit weird sometimes, but I think it's fixed. Hope you're having a good day guys. I'm having a pretty good day, except for the heat. Other than that, pretty good. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Welcome in, guys. I do hope you had a good weekend. Sunday was pretty much a day off. I was going to do some content, but I thought, nah, it's time to relax today. Weather was really hot. It's still hot today. It's getting into that time of year for the UK where it's just humid and hot, and our brick houses keep the heat in for like 5 hours after the sun goes down, even longer. Who have we got in chat? What's up, Bretland, Christian, Kathy, Valiant, Daylight, Keehan? What's up, Cygnus as well? Sean, Bartholomew, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Thank you very much for the early likes on the stream as well. I do appreciate it. We're going to do some pulls today, if we can get some tokens for Tyreese. I'm going to do some missions. We've got 3 days for some of these, but I don't think I've done everything here. Faction Assault Energy, I guess I haven't been doing that. 24 is oh, that's 3 days, okay. And this is the 4th day. Okay, yeah, I have been doing that. It's good. Okay, so there aren't actually that many to do. There aren't that many to like get done, unfortunately. I think I actually have to do my faction assault. Do you get some of those bows or whatever they're called off the roadmap? I do have to do my faction assault tags. Fantastic. Fantastic. I can just hit auto and read your comments though. We can do that. We can do that. Okay, let's read some comments. All the usual suspects. Yeah, a lot of green names. Lots of green names, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I think that's the way RTS is going, to be honest. Only the dedicated stuck around. The hospital was like an oven apart from the blood room. That's nice to a certain extent. You know, there was actually a cool place. There was actually somewhere that was cool. Hey, Jay Floyd, thank you very much. Members for 7 months. I do appreciate that continued support, man. But welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you had like I said, a good war weekend. Good day off on Sunday. It no longer gets dark here in Sweden, and that and the heat is a little mad. Yeah. In Sweden, I wonder if the snow makes it hotter, because like I read something. Actually, I saw like a video in, I think it was California. They tried to do something where they thought, this was their thought process was, they thought if they changed the black tar roads to a lighter surface, it would reduce the heat, because obviously if you have black tar roads, the black tar like absorbs the heat and holds on to it. However, if you have a lighter surface to reflect it, it makes everything else hotter, and it was like potentially burning things down because it was amplifying it to a certain extent. So that didn't work out very well. But I guess there's no snow when it's that hot. I guess there's no snow. Damn, no Wi-Fi. Gonna have to watch later. All good, Sean. It's all good. Thanks for jumping in. 7 months and all I got was this lousy message. You get to do this every month. You get to do this every month. Every single month. You have got a new badge though. Your badge is now orange. The next badge upgrade for you is 12 months, which I think is pink. I think it's pink badge for 12. What's up, Bashan? Welcome to the stream. And we have a name. I've got no idea how to pronounce your name. No idea. No snow now, not even in the mountains. Surely is there floods in Sweden? No? No? It's actually funny because where you used to be was Kent, right? And Kent floods if it just rains a little bit. Oh, okay. Stuff was still cold though. That's interesting. It's kind of like the British Sea, right? It can be absolutely baking, but this ocean is going to be freezing. The ocean is just not warm. I mean, we will auto, but I don't think this is the way to do it. Because he only, I'm relying on Uncle Old Man Gregor. Who's Uncle? Is there a character called Uncle in the game? Uncle something? I don't think there is there? Uncle Sam, that's it. True. True. That's it. That's the one. Just returned to the game after 2 years and things seem to change quite a bit. Especially on the pay to win front. Already have trade advanced PC for Sebastian Martin and a few others. I mean, that's good. That's a baseline, but there is quite a big gap at the moment. We'll see what they plan to do to help this help people out with that, but it's very hard to get particular groups of characters and very easy to get other groups. There needs to be something happen. We'll see what happens, but yeah. How to transfer region? You can go onto my YouTube channel and search region transfer, and I have a tutorial if you want to check it out. I remember a time when you had a thank you into the names of the supporters for your channel. I realize the list has grown a lot, but do you have any idea about doing something to acknowledge? I mean, I could potentially do it for tier 2s and above, because if I include tier 1 and tier 1 plus, it's literally just like 120 people. it's hard to keep up. Like initially when I had that, I had like 10-15 people. Very easy, very easy. But I can potentially do that, yeah. And I probably wouldn't do it for gift subs. So if people got gifts, I wouldn't add them to the thank you list just because they're getting a gift. That's the only way I could probably do it realistically. Should be done on badge color. But I mean, it is difficult to do that because I'd have to check which members are, you know, a badge color plus a member. Some people aren't a member but have high badge color. And then some people do like tier 2 and tier 3 and aren't long-term members. Most are, but... You're a little behind, just a little bit behind, bro. It's all good. I have key but can't transfer. There's a transfer guide on my channel. Can you show and explain the team you use for Bob? Can it completely kill him? Which one's Bob? Sorry, that's the first question. Is it Atlanta or is it Alexandria? I think it's Atlanta, right? My Atlanta team is not amazing. Because it is difficult, it feels more rewarding for the members, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, for sure. It does for sure. I've got to think of stuff to do. But I mean, this kind of leads on to something else, guys. This kind of leads on to something else. I didn't announce this too recently, so it happened a little while ago. But I should, touch wood, be getting everything sorted with my YouTube stuff soon, because all the paperwork and everything is with them. So I'm just waiting to hear back now. And then when I hear back, they'll be just literally giving me the code, basically. And within like 48 hours, I should be able to put that into AdSense and receive my money. And then continuously receive my money month on month, which is great. And it should mean I get a new PC, which should mean I can render things faster, which should mean my content production will be a bit more reasonable. Because I'll be honest, when it takes me 2 hours to render the character previews I do. 2 hours. And that's why sometimes you probably see me do screenshots of certain parts of the character, like their rush or their signature move, because I can manage to shave like an hour off the render time. Because it's just, because the file size is so big, so like when I look at a character screen like this, I screenshot this and it's much faster render. Much faster. But yeah. What's up, TN? Welcome to the stream. You could have a member of the month award. I've done stuff like this before and people got mad. Like, there's certain people will always think they should be getting something no matter what. And it kind of does spoil it, but yeah, those things are tough. Must owe you millions. Drinks on lock. Nah, I wish it was millions. I wish it was millions. I'm still gonna have a little bit of debt, but the PC is the priority. I have to get a new PC to be able to render videos and stuff. But at least it's just done, and I can what's the word? I can budget a bit easier going forwards. And that way, anyone who does do like super chats and stuff doesn't have to feel as bad like that I'm not getting the money instantly. As much as I don't get it instantly, at least I'll get it within the month, you know? Atlanta. Okay, my Atlanta team is not great. I'll straight up just say it. My Atlanta team is not great. I've done the 6 attacks there. I don't know if there's a reasonably good team for this. I've got attack while taunted, and I've got a strong healing weapon on Sophia, and I just hit auto. I mean, maybe Carol doesn't need to be here, to be honest. She's got the alert boss weapon. So I can't remember who's in this group. Alant. No, that's not it. Why did it do the T at the end? Yeah, I know it. It must have clicked or something. So there's not many options for damage. I mean, the guy's alert, right? Yeah, there's not many options. RTX 3060. I'm not sure what I'm going to be getting. But I think I'm going to get the minimum CPU I'm getting is the 5900X or whatever it's called. The CPU is the most important part. I use Vegas for rendering. My PC is just 10 years old, TN, so it's like it just takes ages. It just takes ages. With a new PC, it won't be so bad. I think FA is the worst update script ever made. So drawn out, it just takes too bloody long. I think it's nice. They actually need to do more like this. This game has the worst PvE side of the game of any mobile game that is actually sustained. I don't know how this game has lasted so long, and like literally thank God for Wales and who love war, because that's the only reason this game survived. Because that's it. And if you go to Racial Legends, which is the biggest game, it's 95% PvE. 95% is PvE. There's very little PvP because the PvP is generally trash in these games. And you could argue that it is kind of trash here, but some people properly love it. Because PvP just is generally really unbalanced. Yeah, there's not really much of a team you can build here, is there? So I've gone for this team. I can't really think what you would do. They need to release maybe a free-to-play Atlanta character. Maybe a leader. I guess free-to-play using like Alert Rick. Well, that might not actually be a bad idea, but yeah. I use Conrad leads. Why? What does Conrad do? The reason I use Shane is because he's just attacking an alert character, so it should be decent damage, you know? It should be decent. With the Sig. So like off of turn 1 I can get 700k, and then now I can't get the other millions, it just takes too long.
Feels good. Sounds good.
Wait. Alright, nice.
You see what Christian did there? Donations via Streamlabs is the way to go for instant access for Good Man Lockdown. Kapow.
Kapow indeed, bro. Indeed, indeed. That means I can spend it on groceries. I don't even have to. I don't even know what to do now. You stole my bit. What's the thing from Good Will Hunting? Stole my line. You stole my line. But yeah, thanks Tian. I do appreciate it. It's just my PC's really old, and then when it's a 20-25 minute render, especially on something that's motion, and I do, you know, 60 FPS. I don't even do full HD because that'll be even worse, but it takes ages. There is a weapon that helps on this stage. Oh, you mean the hemorrhage weapon? Doesn't he cleanse hemorrhage? I'm pretty sure he cleanses, right? Isn't he a cleanser? Isn't that his thing? Doesn't say anywhere, but I thought he was a cleanser here. Recover from all penalties. Yeah, he has to rush though. So I guess you can control him. So if you didn't get that battle pass weapon, you can't do faction assault on this one. Yeah, Atlanta's the worst. It's actually kind of funny because I thought Atlanta would be one of the easier ones, but it's the worst by a mile. What's up? This is... I don't know your name. Jam has it and she smashes through this stage. Yeah, no doubt. The hemorrhage weapon is nice. It is nice. I was genuinely tempted to pick it up in the battle pass, but it is what it is. But I think most factions will have like people who can hit like between 8 and 12 million. And then you just need like 5 or 6 people to do it, and that's it done. The rest are pretty straightforward as long as you have the right characters. I think you can do the top, the hidden one without, what's the character's name? Without, oh damn, what's the dude's name? Without Sarge. But if you, I got 1 copy of Sarge when he came back, just because one copy makes it so easy. 1 copy makes it so easy. Like it's impossible to mess it up, honestly. rather Saviors. Saviors is an easy one too. Saviors is easy because of Rhodey. This one was the easiest from the get-go for me. It is slower now because of the animation, although they fixed it. Nice. Just one bleed now. I used to be able to do this in like 30-40 seconds. Now it's taking over a minute. Sad. This one's auto, which is nice. An actual auto win. I like that. If you were to spend money on the game, what's the best thing to purchase? The battle pass, generally speaking. Unless you're like a severely end game player that doesn't need resources somehow, it's still, generally speaking, the best thing to pick up. You'll get a weapon as well if you max it out. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's still the best thing because it's just A, it's cheap, but B, it's just give you a lot of stuff. How much do you want to spend? It depends on how much you want to spend too. 15 euros. Battle pass, but
good.
make sure you max
Sounds good.
If you go into the description of the video, you will find the instant donations link via Streamlabs. Just follow the steps and Lockdown can enjoy his next weekend pizza. Kapow.
Bro. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so like with Sarge, this is easy. And Corvus has made this really nice. I just make him my leader. Yeah. With Sarge, this is easy because at the beginning of every turn, I get 3 Guardian Shields. And now she can't cleanse. This is the important part. She can't actually cleanse now. So when I get the bleed started, I theoretically will never lose it. Because even if she rushes, if she does anything, it doesn't matter. It's always going to work. Thank you very much, Christian. Battle pass all day long, yeah. What trait was the hemorrhage weapon? Tough. It was tough. It was from a battle pass. Oh, it's bugged on this character. That's weird. It's not bugged on the other one. Maybe it's somehow it's like one source of... I don't know how that works actually. That's kind of weird. So the way to do it on this boss is just to attack first. So that you give them a buff. So you attack, you give them a buff, and then when you do this guy's signature move, he's got a better chance of getting. He gets an extra attack basically. So I just do like manual from left to right. Don't even have to rush. I sometimes rush on Isabel. I only do signature moves on whatever the dude's name is, Corvus. Is Saviour's tie good? Just pulled him. Love his design. I mean, he has some usage maybe. He's been kind of outclassed by Raulito, but yeah, he's not terrible. You kind of need all 5 copies of characters these days, though. Like on attack teams, you need more copies, generally speaking. Well, actually, no, sorry. On the defense teams, you need more copies, but on attack teams, you need specific amounts to unlock a specific passive or rush or whatever. Like right now, there's Akira. Okay, Akira's in the store, in advanced tokens. It's very rare that they do this, but he's well worth getting 1 copy of. Really, really worth getting 1 copy of. Just because 1 copy unlocks his burn. I'm probably going to do a video on that tomorrow. I did mean to do it on Sunday, but like I say, I need to just wake up early while it's still cool to make videos for the day, because I can't make videos once it gets hot. Akira's elite. Yeah, his entry level is really good too, like I say. Really good. What do you do with copies? I usually use silver tunes to upgrade characters. Yeah, once you get characters, you can max them out. You can go for like grade 5 with silvers and then limit breaks. So you need 5 copies to get the limit breaks. And then you're done. And this should be done very soon. The animations are slow on this. Look at this. It's literally been like 10-15 seconds. Look at that, just to get that last hit off. Yeah, I'm liking Akira quite a bit. Yeah. Wait, this hasn't been completed. Okay. Not sure if I want to level him though, because he's getting hard focused at the moment. Oh, that's why he's getting focused, because he's low level, bro. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. I don't know why the game does that. It like either focuses the person with the highest attack, or it just focuses the person who is like low tier, effectively. Such a weird thing, right? Oof, that's a basic attack. Get wrecked. And then Ghost can use that weapon from the battle pass as well, actually, in here. The new one. I can go over what you do with copies later. If you didn't watch the team build, it shows it there, and with AP on defense, he's got his rush up quite a bit. Nice. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I guess I say it's a shame. I think it's a good thing that his rush only works with downed opponents. Otherwise, it'd be mad OP. The AI always seems to target the weakest character. Oh, defense teams, yeah. Attack team is just rando. The attack team AI in this is so bad. If anything, it actually actively attacks the character that you would not want to attack. Like, it will rush a payback, you know? It's just like, bruh, come on. Are you talking about the machete weapon, the Emperor Zeke weapon? Ghost can use that? Yeah, for sure. Like in this faction assault, it just increases damage against those side opponents. That's the only reason my Ghost is here. It's just for the side dudes. He'll decap them and they won't get revived, and that way more Guardian shields don't get removed. You know, it's not primarily made for him, but it can work. The animations slow this down by so much. I'm sitting here for like 10-15 seconds after every attack a lot of the time, just to see like a 512 damage come up. I've done all my attacks already. It's just, it's on ×3. Look at this. It's just going so slow. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Oh, okay. I agree. Wales, 1 and war are the only thing keeping this game alive. Yeah, pretty much. Because, like, there's no other reason to spend in the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, in other games they have skins. In other games they have things to buy that isn't based around power. So the game can make money. Like, it's almost like passive income at that point. But everything in RTS revolves around power. Everything. And then the second they sell you it, it A, becomes less valuable because you need less of it, and B, they'll sell less of it. So like everything depreciates massively non-stop. This is why we had like 4 resets in the game so far. Why does it look like bleeding is tick damage? It is. It's a bug on some of the bosses. I don't know why. There you can see. I don't know why the reasoning is, but it's a current bug. Well, to be fair, even at level 275 or whatever, Akira still has the highest defense and HP on the team by a wide margin. I mean, he'll be lieutenants, right? He'll be lieutenants. That's the stat that'll go up the highest, or like the quickest. I should be able to hit auto now. Once it gets into the millions, I can just hit auto and hope the control hits. I represent that remark. But his base is the lowest, right? What, HP and defense? No. He'll be higher than most attack team characters. He has a massively stat lean towards those plus. Yep, on his weapon as well. Yeah. That probably helps a little bit with his AP gain when he gets attacked, because he has less HP, so he'll take bigger hits, you know? And then that way he'll gain more AP, because AP gain from AP on defense is purely based on the amount of HP you lose as a percentage. So you can really cheese that, to be honest. You can cheese that pretty hard. I think that's it. I think I just have to do this now, right? Yeah, this is with Rhodey, this is a fairly solid auto, although I do like to blow up the helicopter exclusively with Kenny. Let's see if we can do it. Not counting lieutenants, just base off his level being low, he'd have lower stats. His overall stats, I don't know how it works when it comes to what they focus, but I've had it where they ignore a low stat character before. Remember my Alpha? She used to get ignored, level 1. That was a little bit cheesy, but you know. I actually swapped out the third slot for AP on defense, so it's co-op both plus. Oh, you did it on his base, okay. Doesn't need to double heal. Yeah, I don't know what I've got on him. I think I've got AP on maybe impair weapon, just so he impairs someone if he gets attacked. A lot of new tunes coming out now are geared up for FA. Who? I can't even remember anyone who's been geared for FA. Definitely not promos. But I know that doesn't make money. Free to play have always been bad. They're very niche, you know? You might find like one niche team that they work in. Brody and Corvus. I mean, in the last 6 months we've had 2 free to play characters that are for Faction Assault. But like, if you compare it to the other free-to-play characters we've had in that 6 months, those characters, some of them are not useful at all. So, you know, only Heng Yen was like useful otherwise that I can really think of. That's all I can think of over there. Faction Assault's better than nothing for sure. Oh. We get 2 rewards that don't mean nothing to me. Brady's. Let me get the Brady's there. Okay, let's try and do this roadmap. Oh, actually, I should have got some more of these. Cool. Do we get stuff off this roadmap? We do. Not huge amounts. Like maybe a few hundred. I might be able to open like 2 ultra crates. And we can see how that. I'll just go with this team. And we can see how lucky we get. Bucket Hat Cal. Yeah, unfortunately, just strong teams in general are just too slow, especially if they're free to play. They're really slow. Calendar hasn't been updating for me. Has it for you? I haven't seen anything. I sometimes check on the Discord about the calendar. That's about it. Anybody else having teleportation? If that's you who messaged me on Discord, Daniel, I have passed that on again. I did so in a meeting earlier today. That was the content creator meeting. We'll see if it can get fixed. You know, I did also put it in PC chat, but sometimes these things can be just hard to really narrow down, especially if it's a very isolated issue. You know. They didn't post one last week, but the one for this week is up, except it appears to be missing CRW this weekend. Unless they don't have a CRW this weekend. It is Father's Day this weekend, so there's potential that they reschedule, but we'll have to see, I guess. They haven't announced anything on that.
Sounds good.
Lord Bradley, nice to see everyone. You haven't been on here for a little while. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing very well. 46 months. You're so close to the next badge. So close. I think you're at the top of the table on the amount of months. Thank you very much, though, for continuing your membership, and I hope you're doing well. These are all walkers. Okay. Do I have to take anything special? Do I like eventually have to take her, right? We'll take the Telltale team. Telltale's like walker specialists. All the multi-hits. Okay, I wish I could scroll up on my roster quicker. No. There you go, Telltale squads. No payback. Duck's gonna love it. Although Duck does love payback too, to be honest, but St. Paddy A was good though. Good too. Erica's pretty good, just as a leader, and she has an interesting signature move. But it has, like, it's very, like, one-dimensional. You have to use a lot of the holiday heroes. Cough, cough, Raulito. Raulito's war, though. I'm talking about characters that are more based for Faction Assault. Most characters aren't based for Faction Assault. It's obvious when they are doing that because they're making them part of those allegiances. You know? And I also don't really account the event characters as much as they are free to play. My game just crashed. As much as they are free to play, I don't count them as free to play as much because you can't, like, I can't tell somebody to go and get it, right? I can't tell someone where they can get it right now. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Heng Yen, go get Heng Yen, guys. You're brand new, only just came back to the game. Heng Yen, get him. He's great. Oh, welcome to the All-Star stream, bro. I think my last week's All-Star stream would be my last for a little while. I don't think I plan to stream All Stars again for at least a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that game. Because streaming ain't it. What were we doing? A roadmap. Fortunately, it didn't cost me any energy, right? It's just world energy. You see, it's rare that these things occur, but yeah. Is it going to be my Telltale team? Nope. It actually rolled me back. Look, I had like a minute and a half rollback. Weird, right? That was weird. So I definitely was on my Telltale team. And we definitely had already done a bunch of attacks. Mine crashed too. Ouch. Raulito plus Heng Yen, yeah. It's CRW this weekend. I think that's the original plan, but yeah. In the Warfront announcement, they had CRW this weekend. Yep. But yeah, I'm not saying they're great for me, and in particular, we did say look at the other tunes we got for free. Those are three I actually like free to play. I mean, yeah, like I say. I'm just not a fan of how they redistribute those characters after the events, or don't, as the case may be. What's up, A-Page? What's up, Steve? You can't reschedule war without messing up the Father's Day Week 2 missions, so very doubtful. Hope you like raiding though. Around 300 needed over the next couple of weeks, starting Thursday. Yeah. Fortunately, you can raid whenever you want, so you can just use natural energy and get like, I don't know, 50 naturally. But 300 raids is just rough. I don't know why they do this. It's like, I could understand it if you could spend to bypass this, but you can't. So there's nothing. I mean, I guess you'd spend to get the rewards, like the javelin heads and stuff, but the spenders are going to do that anyway because they want to clear out the store. So this just hurts your average player. This doesn't do anything else. This just hurts your average player and just makes them think, yo, why am I spending 300 raids time on this game for a scrap? A scrap. I just noticed some of the final Prestige rewards being a new type of mod called Prestige. Do you think we'll eventually get these in other places? That's been around for a while. I don't think so, but we could get a new tier of mods. It's possible. If they don't chill with the weekly wars, I'm going to have to join the army and at least get paid. Yeah. I think it's a bit lower risk playing RTS, but it's up to you. Just a little bit lower risk. Just a little bit. I actually noticed that Tyreese wheel is up for 3 weeks rather than 2. That's kind of interesting / weird, right? We have faction raid. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not too bad if we have a faction raid. I did 200 raids the other day. Like, was it last week or the week before? I think it was the week before. I did 200 raids that week, and there was no tournament up. Like, I was doing 150 raids to finish that mission, like 24 hours before the end, and there was no raid tournament up. The raid tournament up was like the beginning of the week for like half the tournament. I can't remember how it worked. It was the messy week, you know? 3,500 raids for the faction next week, then 200 solo the following week. Wait. So we don't have to do 300 next week. We'd only have to do like 100 and what? 110? 115 on average. Bit over 100, yeah. The 200's the following week though, I think, Hando. They're not the same week. Like, some of the stuff they're doing is annoying. Like, you have to spend silver medals before you spend bronze medals in the missions. Some people might not have that privilege to, like, they'd have to spend bronze to even be able to spend silver. And then they've already spent the bronze, you know. Assign Moon to do all the faction raids. Hey, what's up, Logan? Welcome to the stream. I'm stuck on some tunes because of medals. Yeah, I mean, you need to be selective on the tunes that you do upgrade with medals. They shouldn't just be upgrading everybody, obviously. But, I mean, I had to use gold medals on randoms recently. I mean, fortunately it was randoms that I am using, but I don't normally use gold medals on defense team characters. So I had to use it. I used it on Sebastian Milton, I think, and Peacekeeper. And I've got to do it again for this current week's missions. And for this one, I might do Tyreese if I manage to pull him. I work on tunes. That is the smart way. That is the way. Okay, guys. We're going to do something in chat. This is a bit of fun. You ready? We're going to do something called Akira check. Who, if you have an Akira, just say yes. At least one copy. And if you don't have an Akira, say no. So just yes for at least one copy. So grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Limit break 1, 2, 3. And then if you don't have any copies, let me know. No, Logan's gone with no. Okay. Johnny with no. Lots of yeses. Hando, Dave, J. Floyd, Cygnus, Kathy, Bretland, Mark, Andy, Corey. I would 100% recommend getting one copy, guys. Just one copy. You don't have to get more than one. If you get lucky, it's great. I'm going to do a video hopefully tomorrow on it, so it can maybe just give you an idea of my perspective on it. But the copies are 1, 2, and 5 that you need to get in terms of the power increase of the burn. 1, 2, 5. I'm surprised you haven't got a copy, Steve. That seems like an instant pickup. I even pulled him in. Yeah, I mean, obviously your team has to have good attack. But, yeah. I need 15,000 more tokens. I mean, 15,000 is this level up that's going to start tonight. Plus, effectively another pull. You've got to get lucky somewhere, I guess. You'd probably have those 15,000 tokens, Moon, if you went onto the web portal and checked in on the faction check-in. The amount of tokens we've missed out on as a faction because of you is like crazy, mate. It's all Moon's fault. I did my baby LE3 and none in my main got screwed. Wait. But you got a copy of Akira though, right? I did snot. I have in my lifetime, but I did not. You could theoretically beat 75% of teams with Akira plus all death tunes. All death tunes. Doesn't he needs attack. The burn is attack requirement. I guess you did say 75%, so yeah, I get what you're saying. I tell people in faction chat about checking at the portal. Yeah, it is tough. I try and remember to do it. I do try. I'll do the pulls. Well, good luck if you do them, Steve. I pulled a ×5 on my baby. Level 60 region. Damn. So it's your fault. No, it's not my fault. I actively do try and check in. Moon's like, screw that noise. I try to forget it exists so I can not feel bad about not doing it. To be honest, it works well usually, yeah. Except we've been getting this only 2 out of 3 rewards recently. Doesn't feel as good. Man, there's so many stages. Why isn't it just one wave of walkers? Especially when it's basic walkers, man. I meant death. Okay, okay. Welcome back, Daylight. Okay, let's see how many we've got. I'm going to just open some ultra bags after this stage. I think I've got enough for 2 or 3. I think I have to pull a 10k. Helps the walk. I mean, yeah, sure it does. The main faction line chat has daily posting to do check-in, so someone must have notifications off. Line chat, you say? Line chat. Cool. How many walkers have I done here? Probably like, yo, I'm 4th. I've been hitting the walkers. Surprised. Okay, let's see how many bags we can get here. I have got enough for 2 bags. Okay, let's see. I think I need a 10k out of this. Or 100. 100 would be actually really good. Get a pull. We get a pull. Is this the dagger? Is this the dagger? Give me a Tyreese. Three more for pity. I wouldn't mind not having go to pity, you know, I wouldn't mind. I'd be alright with it. I'd be alright with just getting him without going to the next P. I'd be alright. We might be able to get one more. One more bag. When me. So bags are better than character? No, I need to get LB3 Tyreese. I'll focus the character afterwards. Need 3 more Curious for LB3. What did you look at? What did I look at? ×5. If I would have got a ×5, I would have been kind of mad, honestly. After the first bit of fortune that Will didn't give me. To get a ×5, like, it's the same as what was it? Harrison. Oh, that was the worst. That was the absolute worst. To get a ×5 on my, like, last pull. I think it was my last or second to last pull from 30 pulls. That was the worst. Felt so bad. What did you look at for the faction totals? You have to do it on missions. And then you next to the mission name, you choose the, like, what's it called? Is it plinth? No, it's not plinth. What's it? You know, at the end of the Olympics, and someone wins gold, silver, bronze. What do they stand on? Podium. You click the picture of the podium. Don't mind me, this is how my brain works. I have to go through this process sometimes. The worst bit about that is you don't even use him, you goon. Wait, who? Tyreese? Not yet. I can't. You can't use him until he's LE3. You literally can't. Oh, Harrison. Yeah. I tried, man. I tried. Harrison just ain't it. Like, it's Raven's so much better than him. Raven's so much better. I guess I can potentially make a new team with Raven and Harrison in. That could be pretty solid. Because Raven can just get the proc off turn 1. Could try and mess around with that. Who are the hardest hitting decaps in the game, guys? Like, proper crazy hard hitting. Raven's the hardest, right? And then it's probably... Then it's probably Beta, right? Although Beta doesn't crit. Agent, maybe, yeah, 46. What does his rush do? Is it line damage? Or is it line crit? I know his signature move's good. I think it's line crit, isn't it? Raven crosses. I mean, this is true, but she's for all intents and purposes, she's gonna decap one person out of those 2 people she attacks. Ash. Wait, is she a mythic, man? We are literally in mythic, like the next gen mythic, aren't we? I can't remember those old tunes. How many mythics has there been? Steve, let me know the number. Give me like 200 or something right now. There's been more mythics than there's been any other. I mean, to be fair, we did start off with like 40, but yeah. 200. Holy moly. We did just get a stat boost. I consider the stat boost. This is my thoughts on the stat boost, right? We're now in Mythic 4.0. Because 1.0 is when Mythic started, where everyone had those museum characters. That was 1.0, right? 2.0 is when all the promos started coming out. You had like Dr. Stevens, Ezekiel, Connor teams. That was like that was the next gen. That was the gap, right? And then 3.0 was when Ultras first got released, because that gap just continued the entire time. But then they increased the gap more by making Ultras and Advanced come out, so that's 3.0. And then now we've had a stats jump, it's 4.0. New Zeke. Which one? Which New Zeke? Wait, is New Zeke a decap? Oh no! Do you know who's a undercover, guys? A kind of undercover decap. Carl. This new Carl is a sly one. He can hit mad hard. He's Headhunter, but he's not heavy hitting, is he? Carl, yeah, Carl is a sly decap, man. He can hit mad hard. Like if he could crit his sig, he'd be even worse, because like he'd get the bonuses against stun targets with that weapon. The trauma's nasty. It doesn't really get that high though. I'm gonna get him and max him out and test it, but I don't think it's gonna be like, he needs like 2 or 3 other characters really to build in a team, and then you're building your team so heavily towards trauma that if there's any sort of counter, then you're in trouble. It's kind of like blue burn teams are really good until there's a little bit of counter on the other team, and then you're just like, ah, my team's not doing anything. Sorry guys, I'm just eating something. I would love to pull for the new Ty, but don't have enough tokens to get a guaranteed LE3. Yeah. Yeah. And Tyreese is one of the most... What's the word? I think the best word to describe Tyreese is he is one of the most punishing characters to pull for. In that, if you don't get LB3, he is marginally useless. Because he doesn't get a turn 1 sig and he doesn't get 100% reflect. And that's all he has really to offer, along with high damage. But there's a lot of characters out there that don't do high damage. But the thing he has to offer is his turn 1 sig, which normalizes, and the 100% reflect reduction. So if he doesn't get those things, he just isn't even it. Good night, Hando. I'm not willing to give a spot to Dell. I don't think you need to. If you have Akira and Ty is the combo, man. Because Ty will like buff Akira's burn every turn. So by turn 2 or turn 3, his burn will be like massive. And if that 100% attack from Akira lands on Tyreese as well, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That burn is mega. Like, I tested it on my video for him, where it was just Tyreese and Akira, and the burn went up to 50k. Just 2 characters. With an entire team, 1535s, other people getting buffed. It's kind of like a yo situation. So maybe not heavy hitting per se, but the damage can be responsible. No, I read reasonable, but yeah, I get you. No, I know what you're saying. I 100% know what you're saying. But I'm still of the opinion that there needs to be one, at least, potentially 2 characters that work with him. Like, if Raven wasn't... Like, Raven's rush is actually nuts for trauma, but it does too much damage, and it's kind of rando, you know? It needs to only hit once, and maybe for even a little bit less damage. It does 25k trauma to 4 characters when you attack the leader. So you can do 100k trauma. Her rush is really high trauma, but most people don't utilize the trauma. It's nice when it pops and it just gives a little bit of a bonus, but yeah. Also, trauma without the Diego style cleansing enemies, it just is so slow and you just having to wait for a cleanser to come in. Like, if a team doesn't have a cleanser, you're relying on their resists on their mods. So trauma is very niche. But Tyreese 2K and Jesus 2K are the cleanse teams, aren't they? So that's your hope. That's the hope. It's actually funny, my burn bleed team right now is probably got a spot in it for Tyreese. I have currently got Carl on it, but I think Tyreese would work better. And then I could remove what's her name? Andrea from that team, and then maybe put in like Carol or maybe Dale. Eric and Protector Aaron should buff each other. Both pretty good tunes, but should be great. It's 2023. Get with this, go play. So you guys like buffs? I think they did a bad job of doing the buffs on Carol and Beta. Not in terms of like what the buffs were, just in terms of like promoting it, making it a bigger deal in game, making people excited about it. It was kind of dull. It was a dull affair when it should have been massive. Do they extend trauma? No, that's not damage over time, is it? They're not damage over time. It's just burn bleed right now. You can test it yourself, but they don't know. All it did for me was make me quit using Carol. Wait, Eric and Protector Aaron should buff each other. Both pretty good tunes, but should be great. It's 20. All right, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I was like, what? Wait. All it did was make me quit using Carol. I like Carol, but she doesn't really offer much else except the camo and like a fast healing weapon. I mean, I guess you could hold a ransack weapon on her now. If you got that ransack weapon. You could hold an impair weapon if you got the impair weapon. Okay, I take it back. She's got some usability, but yeah. I can test myself, but I'm here watching you. Oh, you're watching on your phone? I thought you would be watching on your laptop or something. On the phone, yeah. Yeah, I needed to message you actually about something, Moon. I'll try and remember after the stream. It's no biggie, it's just a small recommendation on your thumbnail stuff. Man, these roadmaps take ages. Yeah, the analytics, yeah, indeed, it is. It is indeed. Gives the actual proper infos. Christmas Carol with around a second AP down is amazing. Yeah, I think I had it with both. The only issue is I started running into the same issue of why I stopped using her. Because I primarily used her as a support for Kenny. And then I stopped using Kenny as much when the Red Rick came out with the crit resistance. And then obviously Carol runs into the same issue with that impair weapon. Ransack not so much, so I might try out with the ransack weapon. Although I don't feel like I have to ransack people as much as I have to control them. Like, ransack is nice against a couple of characters, but yeah. How long is this battle pass up for? Another week? I'm still planning to buy that. I had issues with that last one. I was super tired when I made it, and the carrier didn't size well, so it is pixelated, but spent 40 minutes trying to clean up this image line. No, it's not a big deal. I've noticed it on a couple of your thumbnails. That isn't what I'm thinking about. But like I said, I'll message you after Discord, on Discord. Or just drop me a message now and I'll reply to it when I'm done. Okay, we're going to open at least one more bag. I think it's one. I've actually got pretty lucky from those bags. I think I've opened 5 and got 2 10Ks. Can't complain too much there. Is Steve still here? Have you run the numbers, Steve, on how many of those items we can get for the Father's Day event? Like, have you worked out like all Julies plus how much we have to spend after getting all Julies? Ransack those Davian circuit teams, take out. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But that's what I was thinking about. What about a heavy decap team against those? You know, and use Harrison for the boost. I don't get rushes on Harrison off himself very often, but I think his rush is better than his sig, right? I can't remember. Look at you, Daylight, all being all fancy and stuff. Should I buy 70k gold mythic medals for $3? It's kind of up to you, honestly. It's kind of up to you. So 2,500. I think I've used 1,500 extra so far. The characters, 15. Yeah. Sig is S tier. Can hit 4 times 1 time on a singular character, or like multiple. I have to read his kit again. What is his rush hard hitting though? I didn't do the math or anything. It's like went in game and counted all the characters. But yeah, with the 70k gold mythic tokens, if it's the gold mythic tokens, I mean, it's honestly it's up to you. If you can see yourself getting something out of it, and you haven't got many characters on that gold mythic wheel, it could be worth it. If you are desperate to pull right away, then obviously it's up to you, but you could save the tokens too for a future gold rush. They had a really short gap between the last 2 gold rushes, so who knows, there could be another one coming like next month. We just don't know. How long was it between Cal and... Was it Cal and Corvus? It seemed like it was like a month and a half. I counted the alert, then fast, then strong, then tough. That's some commitment. I mean, it's just costing world energy. Running out of cards. But yeah, 2,000 bow ties is not amazing. So that means we can get 7 of the ultra crates, and I'm about to get my 6th. I think I'm about to get my 6th anyway. I feel like your Tide Zeke and Winter Harrison are the best two combo in the game. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've seen your wins though. You don't win very often turn 1. Unpopular opinion. J Floyd. You're not wrong. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and say this part. You're not wrong. Even Moon knows. He's like, well, damn. Oh god. That's good. Fast 55, tough 53 alert. I'll say they are around about even. That's kind of interesting. There was a point where it felt like there were no fast characters. It was like a year and a half ago or something, but I think Herschel just came out and it was Christmas and it was just like there was no other fast characters except Herschel. If you get Georgia, you won't think that anymore. Yeah, Georgia can hit really hard. The Corvus Gold Rush should have started in August if they kept to the same cadence, so much earlier than expected. So I guess there potentially will still be another one in August. Better than Heng Yan Saphir. Heng Yan's got so many buffs recently. Like, Raulito came in and buffed him. Then, who else came in and buffed him? There was someone else who came in and buffed him. The weapon, obviously, from Faction Assault buffed him. I can't remember what came first, though. I think Faction Assault came first, to be fair. Let me check the recently released characters. I think there was another one that came in and buffed him. Was it Andrea because of Confuse? So you could like confuse someone and he'd get even bigger damage. Zeke's better than Georgia. I would probably say I would sooner use Zeke than Georgia, just because it really depends on the team I'm coming up against, but any sort of resist to normalize and those paybacks are blasting off. Aggressing, that's the reason is the 3-hit stick move. I find it way better against it. The only downside is like, it seems to do quite a lot of damage. I know that sounds like weird, but he can sometimes be a problem. Like if his damage is too high and it doesn't proc. Because obviously he can just get crit resisted on some characters, let alone the normalize. Nearly done, but it's been excruciating. Georgia's second hit isn't quite as bad as targeting PB as Duck, but it's close. Yeah. Roadmap Duck is something else. Absolutely something else. I gave him HP, yeah. Georgia's a combat medic, right? So she'll just like boost everyone's bonus HP, so like inbuilt shields. I got the feathers roadmap next, yeah, that's right. You know, when you first said that, I legit thought I'd missed an event. But I went looking, bro. I was like, wait, hold up. Have I completely missed an event here? No idea what birds you're seeing, Bretland. And these metal mechanic like monstrosities. Oh look, it dropped a feather. It's like weighs 10 kilos. My only point is that if you have Georgia also, then your options are more open more. Yeah, for sure. Bonus HP is not a shield. A shield will counter reflect. Bonus HP would more often than not. Oh, you mean a guardian shield? Yeah, I agree there. Brennan living in the future. Now it's the javelin heads. They kind of do have a feather-esque visual to them. Like once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like It's like the Team Curse logo. If anyone knows what Team Curse are, it's basically fire. Their logo's fire, but if you look at it hard enough, you can see an elephant, and once you see the elephant, you can't unsee the elephant. You know, you can't unsee it. I remember that one. I remember it. Okay, so these are the feathers. Featherish. Okay, how many do we have? I think I've claimed 5. I have. I can claim 2 more. I'm going to claim 1 now. I need to get another 10k. I don't know. I'm periodically getting crap numbers, so am I getting there? No. How many have I got? 7k? 7.7. Is there any in this other event? No. We've got a war this weekend though. I'll get a pull from that for sure. And he's up for 17 more days. And at the end of the month, I will get a calendar pull, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I should get at least 2 more pulls, at least. But I need 3 more to guarantee it. At my age, it's just my eyes failing. It's like that. Yeah, I've got to do the other road map, haven't I? What are missions? Gold. I wanted to use the gold medals on Tyreese though. Right? Oh, is it gold medals next week as well? Apparently I've only done 1 attack here. Oh, this is the first day of this mission, isn't it? This is the first day. It only lasts for 5 days. Okay, okay. Level up mythic fighters. We'll do that for level up tonight and military supplies. Alright, we're good. Like it says day 4 days left, sorry, so I'm instantly just like, wait, what? Excuse me? Is this humans? It is. I don't think I need to use what I'm using. But you know what? You know what? We shall. Oh, damn. Kinda got away with that one. Kinda got away with that one. These guys are weak as hell. We need to kill this dude actually, don't we? I would say few, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go into Outlast still. Ties will end day before the new final Warfront CW. Okay. Wait, the day before the final... Oh, the day before it starts. Okay. It's 5 weeks of using gold medals. Jeez. I think I can probably scrape it together for 4 weeks. But like I say, unfortunately I used it on Carl. Big unfortunates. Much unfortunates. I'm gonna get stunned. There's 2 CLWs left in Warfront this weekend and a week off, then another CLW to end, yeah. You mean 5 weeks of skipping a mission and missing out on key parts? Or event because of poor planning? I mean, you can't really plan to have 1,500 gold medals. You either just do or you have to buy them. Unfortunately. I had 4,000 gold medals. I used them very sparingly. Well, then there's you. Then there's Bretland. Let's use my proper team. Nah, I don't think it's a poor plan. I think was done on purpose. But the rewards you get from those parts are like really, really bad. You know? Oh, she's gonna... Oh no, she's not an outlast. Neither of these guys are, right? Wait, what? Look. There's 55,000 extra items past the 200,000 unique physique, so you don't need any of the gold medals missions. Each one costs you 2,000. Yeah, you don't really get much from specific missions, so skipping isn't really that big a deal. I guess it's decent if you're already going to, you know, do it. But yeah. Roadmap Peacekeeper is so easy. Oh, good lordy. You serious? Why is this guy not dying? I hit 95,000 defense. Their devs knew what they were doing. Just like I said with the new event I started, the Father's Day one, they ask you to spend silver medals before you spend gold, before you spend bronze. It's lame. Dash what it is. Burn for the win. Should we make a fun team, guys. Was it this team? Who do we remove? Carl. Yeah. What's that? I think we do remove Carl. How crazy do you think this is going to be, guys? We can use a faction supporter as well. Let's go. I'll make sure I have to... Wait, who has control here? This dude? Okay. Okay. Is there another leader here? Oh my goodness, it's gonna get crazy. What are we looking at? Hehe. Oh, I actually have to use Tyreese. What? Why would I have to use Tyreese on an attack map? This seems like a troll. Is that the wrong Tyreese? Did they put in the wrong Tyreese? That's why would you have to use Tyreese 2K? That seems bizarre. That seems really bizarre. Mine's LB2, but fortunately that's fine. How bizarre. Not satisfaction support. No, I mean I have him obviously, but it just seems weird that you'd have to use him. You know? It feels odd. It feels strange. Yeah, following the tunes available in the grey market. Tyreese 2K isn't in grey market, is he? Oh, you mean for the event? Okay. And is it available in this event or is it the other event? But yeah, I get you. Ouch. Yeah, the extra tunes. I actually probably am going to try and pick up the Tyreese. What did you say? We get an extra 55k there. And Tyreese is 10k. Yeah, I might try. I might actually remove Lady Z and put back the other dude's name. Can't remember it. We're gonna wreck ourselves here on purpose, guys. I assure you this is on purpose. This is just to confuse her. When you are recording, you tune your tune spotlights. How long does it take you to get all the footage for one spotlight? Probably about an hour. Yeah. The clips have gaps. It's not an hour solid of recording, but probably around an hour total. So like I'll do the intro, which takes a minute and a half. Then it'll be like a 10-second gap, and then I'll start talking about the rush. And I'll talk about the rush about a minute and a half. Then I will make the team, put any relevant characters I need to put in, and then do the rush, like the actual rush itself. And if there's anything to explain it. Then I go over the upgrade of the rush, and then I do the same for the signature move, and I do the same for the passives. But between the passives and the sig, I sometimes do a giveaway. All adds up when it comes to the file size stuff. You can actually flat out buy all 3 of the power armors for $5 from Javelin His with the 99 cents offer. Yeah, that's not too bad. Winter one next week's is bad. 4 of the 5 were paywalled and without faction support, which is fortunately available for these maps. Would have been a hard lookout, but I mean, would have means that the next ones aren't, or I'm confused. I didn't mean to do that so much. It seems like amazing value. Yeah, I don't know. They're random, but still. Yeah, I mean, it's decent. Right, I'm gonna have to use that. Boo. How is it getting so high? Has anyone got scaled damage here? How have I got 175% attack right now? I don't even know. I think I got like $3 credit anyways. Oh shit, let me do that. Next game. Don't hit the auto button. Please die. Why isn't your opening attack 2 in a defense team? I think Hina's pretty good on defense. Quite slow to beat those teams. Kira's pretty good on attack. One of these days, Jesus. Did you ever download Google Rewards? No, I didn't. Boo. Boo. I thought he had like a built-in ransack. I think he does, I'm just not using it. Damn you, just cleansing everything, mate. You do it again. Not waiting around for that. Where is this buff coming from? I'm still so baffled. Is it from Lady Z? I don't know how he's getting 125% attack. Can't figure it out. Nothing on the Rush. Nothing on the Sig. I've only got one of his mythic abilities, and that isn't it. Let's go to the end of combat as well. Yeah. His fighter gets 75% in. Okay, it's on his Sig. Man, it just keeps on going up. If they ever put Rebels in Faction Assault, Crag is going to be crazy fun. He's going to be crazy fun. So good. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm tired. I'm tired. The road maps just take ages. The road maps just take ages. Javelin heads. Nearly at copy number 3. Nearly at copy number 3. I will be streaming some more RTS on Thursday, and we'll do the giveaway draw for Carl's giveaway, I think, on that day as well. But yeah, that's it for my stream today, guys. Shattered. I was up way too early this morning, but gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the member milestones that we had in chat as well. Have a good rest of your night, rest of your day, whatever it is for you guys. I'll see you on Thursday for some more RTS. And stay tuned to my channel for content between now and then. Take care, guys. As always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.